Class 4, English 2, Lesson 14, Mowgli, Part 1. Dear children, for this term, we are going to start with lesson number 10, Mowgli. So, in this part, I'm going to send you a reading section. In my next videos, you will find the exercises related to it. So, let's begin the reading comprehension. This story is taken from the book called The Jungle Book, which is a collection of stories by Rudyard Kipling. This lesson, Mowgli, is extracted from the book, in which the author has used animals with human qualities to convey or tell moral lessons or values. The main characters of this extract of the story are Mowgli, the human cub, Father Wolf, Mother Wolf, Sher Khan the tiger, Tabaki, a male jackal. The story begins with when Father Wolf hears a rustling of bushes and tries to jump at it, but stops himself when he sees a man cub, Mowgli. Father Wolf carries him and places among his cubs when Mother Wolf insists him as she had never seen one. Both Father Wolf and Mother Wolf are amazed at the boldness of Mowgli as they see him pushing his way between the cubs to get close to the Mother Wolf for her warmth. Mother Wolf expresses her pride in calling this man's cub her child. Meanwhile, Sher Khan and Tabaki come at the entrance of the cave, blocking the moonlight, in search of Mowgli, and he orders them to return his quarry, Mowgli. Quarry here means the hunt. He is hunting for Mowgli. So here Mowgli has been called as quarry. As the wolves are free people, they refuse to his orders and don't return Mowgli to Sher Khan. Mother Wolf gets very angry and calls him with different names such as striped cattle killer, hunter of little naked cubs, frog eater, fish killer, and lame butcher for his cruel nature. Sher Khan gets very angry on the refusal, and his roar fills the cave with thunder. But Mother Wolf comes forward to protect Mowgli and calls herself as Raksha the demon, and tells him that he will hunt with he is going to live and hunt with the pack. This means that Mowgli is going to live with them and learn how to hunt also, and now he cannot take him away from them. Sher Khan finds Mother Wolf more powerful and would fight to her death, and seeing this, backs out of the cave growling and threatens them that he is going to hunt him one day, and calls them, "Oh, bush-tailed thieves," as they have taken Mowgli, his quarry, away from him. When Sher Khan leaves the cave, Father Wolf shows his seriousness over the matter that inclusion of man's cub in their pack should be informed to the pack's head. He asks Mother Wolf that would she keep Mowgli if the head of the pack does not approve of man's cub in the pack? For this, Mother Wolf replies that she would still keep him, and she names the man's cub Mowgli the frog, for he had no hair on his body like the wolves had. I hope you enjoyed the story. Now let's read the story, and you may practice reading it yourself 2 to 3 times and underline the difficult words and learn the meanings using a dictionary. Now let's start reading it from the book. Lesson 10, Mowgli. The Jungle Book is a collection of stories by Rudyard Kipling. The tales use animals with human qualities to convey a moral lesson. Read about Mowgli, a boy who the animals refer to as man's cub, who is abandoned in the jungle. The bushes rustled a little in the thicket, and Father Wolf dropped with his haunches under him, ready for his leap. Then he saw what he was jumping at, and then tried to stop himself. The result was that he shot up straight into the air for 4 or 5 feet, landing almost where he left ground. Man, he snapped, a man's cub? Look! Directly in front of him, holding on by a low branch, stood a naked brown baby who could just walk. He looked up into Father Wolf's face and laughed. Is that a man's cub? Said Mother Wolf. I have never seen one. Bring it here. A wolf accustomed to moving his own cubs can, if necessary, carry an egg in its mouth without breaking it. Though Father Wolf's jaws closed right on the child's back, not a tooth even scratched the skin as he laid it down among the cubs. How little, how naked, and how bold, said Mother Wolf softly. The baby was pushing his way between the cubs to get close to the warm hide. Aha! He is taking his meal with the others, and so this is a man's cub. Now, was there ever a wolf that could boast of a man's cub among her children? I have heard now and again of such a thing, but never in our pack or in my time, said Father Wolf. He is altogether without hair, and I could kill him with a touch of my foot. But see, he looks up and is not afraid. The moonlight was blocked out of the mouth of the cave because Sher Khan had thrust his great square head and shoulders into the entrance. Tabaki, a male jackal, behind him was squeaking, my lord, it went in here. Sher Khan does us great honor, said Father Wolf, but his eyes were very angry. What does Sher Khan need? My quarry. A man's cub went this way, said Sher Khan. Its parents have run off. Give it to me. The wolves are a free people, said Father Wolf. They take orders from the head of the pack, not from any striped cattle killer. The man's cub is ours to kill if we choose. What talk is this of choosing? It is I, Sher Khan, who speaks. The tiger's roar filled the cave with thunder. Mother Wolf shook herself clear of the cubs and sprang forward. Her eyes were like 2 green moons in the darkness, facing the blazing eyes of Sher Khan. And it is I, Raksha the demon, who answers. The man's cub is mine. He shall not be killed. He shall live to run with the pack and to hunt with the pack. And in the end, you and in the end, look you, hunter of little naked cubs, frog eater, fish killer, he shall hunt you. Now get off, go. Sher Khan might have faced Father Wolf, but he could not stand up against Mother Wolf. He knew that where he was, she had all the advantage of the ground and would fight to the death. So he backed out of the cave mouth, growling. And when he was clear, he shouted, each dog barks in his own yard. We will see what the pack will say to this fostering of man's cub. The cub is mine, and to my teeth he will come in the end. O bush-tailed thieves! Mother Wolf threw herself down, panting among the cubs, and Father Wolf said to her gravely, Sher Khan speaks the truth. The cub must be shown to the pack. Will you still keep him, mother? Keep him? She gasped. He came naked by night, alone and very hungry. Yet he was not afraid. Look, he has pushed one of my babes to one side already, and that lame butcher would have killed him and would have run off while the villagers here hunted through all our lairs in revenge. Of course, I will keep him. Lie still, little frog. O Mowgli, for Mowgli the frog I will call you. The time will come when you will hunt Sher Khan as he has hunted you. That's it, children. This is the end of this story. You will be practicing reading these pages. Well, you should read at least 2 to 3 times to get familiar with the phrases and the sentences and the words used in this lesson. And I will be sending you more exercises related to this in my next video. I hope you have understood the story. Keep listening it as many as number of times to understand well.